Hello and welcome to CMS Inside Connection for Friday, September 12th. I'm Radah Patel, Director of Student Wellness and Academic Support. Thanks for tuning in for a look at things happening around the district. The principals of the year for each of our 11 performance areas have just been named. Each was notified of the honor this week in a surprise visit from Superintendent Dr. Crystal Hill. They are Marc of South Mecklenburg High School, Christy McCauley of Hawk Ridge Elementary, Frederick Mohrien of Mint Hill Elementary, Toni Perry of Albemarle Road Middle School, Eric Turner of CPCC Early College High School, Wendy Harris of Lincoln Heights Montessori, Stephanie Hood of North Mecklenburg High School, Latricia Wilson of Tuckasegee Elementary, Patrice McCauley of Wilson STEM Academy, Keisha Pride of Westerly Hills Academy, and Beth Marshall of Druid Hills Academy.
Our principals work so incredibly hard, and they are our game changers. They make such a difference in their schools each and every day, and I'm just so honored to be able to surprise them with this prestigious award.
As Principals of the Year for their performance areas, each of these educators is a finalist for the district-wide Principal of the Year honor. That winner will be announced next month. Fifth grade students at Charles H. Parker Academic Center got a special history lesson Thursday about the events of September 11, 2001. Their teacher, Eric Goodman, is a retired New York City police officer who was among the many first responders to the tragedy at the World Trade Center. He spoke to students providing a first-hand account of the events of that fateful day.
What I want them to take from it is the sacrifice, right? The camaraderie, the selflessness that first responders and other people displayed on this day, and how important that can be in a learning lesson for a fifth grade student of how you can help others. So we kind of take today as a day to kind of teach them, number one, what happened, right? The facts about what happened, and also about what it brought out in people and how that can be inspirational to them when they're facing a really tough time.
I think Mr. Goodman's awesome. I learned that there was a lot of people who sacrificed their lives to save others.
I think it was very inspireful for the future generations, that they should pass on this story, as there are many brave people who went into the building to save lives.
I learned 2 buildings have fallen and that there were many lives that got lost.
Students and staff at South Academy of International Languages had the honor last week of a visit from the spokesperson of the Embassy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Fahad Nazir toured the school, visited classrooms, and spoke with the students, faculty, and district leaders about the Arabic language and his diplomatic role with the embassy. The visit was coordinated by the World Affairs Council of Charlotte.
We're just thankful for the opportunity that the World Affairs Council provided to have Mr. Nazir here. So our students have an opportunity to learn about world relations and intergovernmental opportunities and relationships.
After being presented with gifts, including a traditional Southern cheerwine soda, Mr. Nazir made an entry into the school's guest book of dignitaries. And more good news from South Academy of International Languages. Melina Dabla, a French immersion teacher, was one of 50 educators from across the country selected to attend the White House History Teachers Institute over the summer. Ms. Dabla, who is originally from Togo, West Africa, spent 6 days in the nation's capital taking a deep dive into the history of the White House and other government buildings.
White House History Teachers Institute was an opportunity for teachers to learn more about the history of the White House and government buildings that are in Washington, D.C. It was such an enriching experience as for somebody who is not born in the United States. So I took this as an opportunity for me to go and to see things on my own and to bring it to the classroom to my students. And it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Over half of our faculty were born and educated overseas, representing over 30 countries. And of course, they're all North Carolina certified educators. But at the same time, we hope that they will hold on to their cultural uniqueness and bring that to their lessons, bring that into the classroom so that their students can be further inspired. And Madame Dabla is constantly growing, constantly modeling what it means to be a lifelong student for her own students, which inspires me.
Students at West Charlotte High School walked around the school's track Wednesday in a show of solidarity in observance of Suicide Prevention Week. The students were also reminded of the various counseling services and resources available to them through CMS and our community partners.
Sometimes that we may see some students that are suffering in silence, students that really don't know what to do, and we just want to make sure that students know that they have a community that cares about them, that loves them, and that we're here for them.
That's it for us this week. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again next week with more news from around the district. I hope you have a great weekend.